So my faith I've always been in the church. I was kind of bouncing around Catholic versus Christian. Early in my life, I went to Catholic school, so I was definitely more Catholic. But as I kind of went into college, I got more into the Christian realm of things. I started going here in 2024, December, and I really loved it. It was cool. But I don't know that I necessarily was fully committed. I was like still exploring different churches. How do I want to do things? Dave Fisher actually he was talking about Rooted. It was this thing coming up, and I was like, that could be a good place for me to grow, kind of get more connection, not only with God, but also with people in the community. I would say that Rooted is a place where you can truly learn how you can grow your relationship with God. I feel like Rooted is kind of, by definition, what it sounds like. You're getting rooted in the church, rooted in your relationship with God. I would say that's what I get out of Rooted. Before, I was definitely a believer, and I knew, about God and his story. And afterwards, I would say, there's this line that I said once, and I was like, yeah, I think that's what Rooted did to me. I used to read the Bible and pray because I felt like God wanted me to, and that like I had to. But now, like when I open my Bible during the day, I'm like, I want to read this right now, or I want to give praise to God right now. Like I really feel like our relationship changed in the 10-week Rooted experience. One thing I learned about God is that he really does speak to you in many different ways all the time. One thing in particular that was like new to me and I was very interested in was the hour prayer experience. Just the way that he talks to you, not just literally. Sometimes like things will pop into your head and it'll be like, oh yeah, that's like, or you'll be thinking about a person and that person might, need a prayer from you, or even like just doors being opened, or, sometimes doors get shut. But he speaks to you in so many different ways, and I never really heard that voice, whether it's, literally a voice or more like an idea or a concept being, thrown out. But I definitely learned that about God in the Rooted experience. What I learned about myself is that I need to stop trying to control things because, man, I just want to control everything. I really want, my plan, it's my way or the highway, and that's really the opposite. It's really not my way at all. It's the way that God intended and the way that God wants, and some days are hard for you to grab that concept, but I think Rooted has helped me kind of realize that makes sense, and that's a good thing. The Rooted experience really just gets me excited to learn and to want to do things for God in a way that I just didn't really think of or even try in the past. Like I said, I like reading the Bible. I like praising God. I pray way more than I used to. I mean, I used to do one nightly prayer. Now I'm praying in the morning, praying before I eat, praying at the gym, praying. I am closer to God. Literally, I'm building a relationship with God. One thing that I don't know if I saw it on a TikTok or something, but it was you should try to kind of have a date with God almost every day. You want to, a lot of people pray for a relationship or a spouse or whatever it is, but in the same way that you want to go have lunch with someone or even a friend, you should have your time with God every day too. And that's kind of what the Bible is. I'll get a coffee, read the Bible a little bit, pray. That's kind of my time with God that I just didn't really even fully recognize, or I wasn't really present for in the past that I now am. If you're on the fence about joining Rooted, I'm going to say this. I was also on the fence about joining Rooted. In fact, the first day I was in Rooted, I wasn't even sure which group I wanted to be in. There were two different groups, and I talked to Dave about it. I was like, hey, do you think I should be in this group or this group? And he's like, well, why don't you just stick with the group you're in, because, I feel like it was his group too, so maybe that was a little bit of it. But he was like, no, why don't you stay in your group, play it out, let's see how it goes. And that's what I did. I tried it. I was nervous the first day, but I was in a group with people in all different walks of life, different walks of faith. We were all, different people who I had never met any of them, and that was nervous for me. But you know what? I tried it, and I'd much rather say that I tried something than regret not doing it and hear how good it was. Fear of missing out. No. But I really think that if you're trying to build your relationship with God and you're trying to get closer to Him, but also kind of learn a little bit about yourself for just 10 weeks, I think that the Rooted experience is well worth it, and I'm happy I did it.